Hi guys, bonjour, bienvenue sur ma chaîne. Mon français n'est pas assez bon pour continuer, so I will just stick to English. Before I get into this video, a shout out to the 325 subscribers we have on this channel. I celebrate every one of you guys. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this journey. It wouldn't have been without any of you guys, so I'm super grateful. So as per title, in today's video I'm going to be talking about my French cultural shocks, or things that are done in France that blow up my mind. And so with no further ado, let's get into this video. So my first French cultural shock happened somewhere in the middle of the mountains. Homegirl decided to go hiking or go away for a weekend in the mountains. I booked an Airbnb. I got there, checked in. Beautiful place. And then the next morning I decided I'm gonna go hiking and whatever, and breakfast. I go downstairs to have my breakfast before I hit the road. The table is set, there's bread, there's butter, jam, a bowl and a glass and a knife. So I get my bread and I start buttering it and putting on jam and whatever in the bowl, right? Because I didn't get a plate, I got a bowl, so I thought, okay, I'm just going to use it. And so now I'm ready to have some tea, you know, warm the body up. It was freezing in the mountains, it was quite cold before I went up. Anyway, I turn around, there's no staff members around, so I'm looking at the other guests to see what they're doing for tea, right? And I'll turn around and look, and this lady is having her tea in this bowl, a cereal bowl. She's like going at it. And then I'm like, I was puzzled, I was in shock, I was laughing, I was like, wow. So I turn around and I'm like, excuse me, is this a French thing? Like, you're having tea in a bowl, there's no mugs? And she's like, oh no, this is how we do it. I'm like, in a bowl. So I get me some hot water, get a tea bag, and I start pouring away. And you don't get a plate, so meaning the bread, you just eat it like that from your hand. I was just going through a whole situation. I'm drinking tea out of a bowl, I'm eating bread with no plate. Yeah, thank you, French people. Second thing is, compared to the many countries I've been to, or compared to the countries that I've traveled to so far in Europe, I think the French people smoke the most. I have not seen people that smoke like the French people. Another thing is that French people do not snack a lot. Like, they hardly snack. Like, there's no like breakfast, tea time, lunch, middle afternoon snack, supper, like just before you sleep. There's no such thing. Like, it's just like breakfast, lunch, supper. And then like there's a goûter. Like, usually goûter happens for the children. It's like around 4 o'clock, a small snack time for the kids. Otherwise, French people do not snack. That brings me to an experience I had with my French family. I came from the Netherlands, and I was hungry all the time in that house. They ate breakfast, lunch and dinner, like I said, and it's meals. It's like the Netherlands was just like a sandwich in the morning, or breakfast, like sandwich. You can have sandwich for lunch, but supper was a meal. In France, they have their breakfast baguette or whatever they have for breakfast. They have a meal, like meat, veggies, rice, whatever, like a meal and dessert. And then in the evening they have another meal. They have no snack time or snack in between. And that also brings me to another point of like yogurt. French people eat a lot of yogurt, I think. They buy plain yogurt, and then they would either put in like sugar, white sugar, brown sugar, or like jam, strawberry jam to it, to like, you know, flavor it or whatever. So in my mind I'm thinking, you could just buy the flavored yogurt, right? You don't have to buy like plain and go put all these things in it. But French people will buy the plain one and then do their thing of, you know, flavoring it. And for me that was just like, wow, why? And fruits are eaten also very differently. Like in the Netherlands, there was always fruits in the house. Like if it's like before I go jogging, in between, after breakfast and lunch, I would grab like an apple or a banana or whatever and just quickly snack on it and go running or whatever. In France, like fruits are like really like a dessert thing, and you can't really be like, oh yeah, snack here, snack there, fruit here, fruit there. Another thing about France, or something that I was just shocked about, was dog poop. There is dog poop everywhere. There is dog poop everywhere most of the time. Coming from the Netherlands, where dog owners pick up their dog poops, I was surprised at the amount of dog poop is all over the place. Like in Toulouse, in the city center, you see dog poop, you see somebody stepping over dog poop. It's disgusting. It's everywhere. I'm not gonna go deeper into that. There's dog poop everywhere. This is basically it for my part 1 of my French cultural shock. I call it a part 1 because it's just been over 6 months, and most of it was under lockdown. I haven't had enough exposure. I haven't experienced a lot of gone out, and I feel like the French people will surprise me. I feel like I'll still have more cultural shocks. Hence, this is just the part 1, and a part 2 will definitely be coming probably towards my 12-month mark in France. And I hope, and I'm looking forward to more experiences in France. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Do not forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. À bientôt.